All right, Cosmic Warriors, time to power up. Today, we are going on an absolutely epic journey to figure out how one company, SpaceX, is getting all of us ready to conquer the cosmos.
I want you to forget everything you thought you knew about space travel. This isn't just some dry science lesson. No, this is a quest of astronomical proportions. It's a challenge that's going to need a whole new level of power and vision.
And there it is. That's the ultimate mission objective, and it comes straight from SpaceX founder Elon Musk. You see, it's not just about visiting space anymore. It's about making us a multiplanetary species. So what's the final boss of this whole quest? Well, it's living on Mars.
Okay, so a mission that huge? Where do you even begin? I mean, you can't just show up to an interplanetary battle without some serious training and, some legendary techniques. You need a game plan.
First things first, you have got to unlock a completely new power level. And for SpaceX, that meant solving the biggest, most wasteful problem in spaceflight. For decades, rockets were, believe it or not, a one-shot deal.
Think about it like this. The old way was like using your ultimate attack just one time, and then poof, you're totally drained. But SpaceX, they went for a completely different strategy. The ability to launch, land, and then launch that same rocket again. It's the difference between a disposable tool and a legendary, reusable weapon.
And the signature move that makes this whole thing possible? It's the Falcon 9's incredible powered landing. It is a technique that honestly looks like something straight out of science fiction, but I promise you, it is very, very real.
So let's break down this awesome technique. First up, the launch. We're talking an explosive, incredible blast-off. Then you get separation, where the top part of the rocket just continues on its journey. Now, here comes the really cool part, the flip. The massive rocket literally turns itself around in midair. And finally, the landing, a controlled, fiery, and perfect descent back to Earth, ready for its next mission.
So here's the crucial point. This whole landing thing, it is not just for show. This reusability is the secret technique, the secret sauce that dramatically lowers the cost of getting to space. It's really what makes the entire Mars quest financially possible in the first place.
Okay, so you've mastered the special technique for getting to space on the cheap. Now what? Well, now you need your ships, the actual vessels that are going to carry your crew and all your stuff across that vast cosmic ocean.
First up is the Dragon. You can think of it as the reliable, versatile vehicle for all the missions we need to run right now. It's basically the space taxi, ferrying up to 7 astronauts and critical supplies to the International Space Station. It's an absolutely essential part of the fleet. But here's the thing. The ISS, that's just low Earth orbit. That's our planetary backyard. To conquer Mars, you need to level up. Big time. You need a ship that represents the absolute pinnacle of power. You need its final form. And just check out this power level. We are not talking about 7 people anymore. We are talking about 100. That's the kind of capacity you need if you're serious about building a city on another planet. The leap in scale is it's immense. And the vehicle that's going to do it is Starship. This is not a space taxi. This is a Mars liner. It's a fully reusable behemoth, designed from the ground up to establish a permanent human presence on the Moon, and ultimately on Mars.
Seeing them side by side like this really makes that leap in ambition crystal clear, doesn't it? Dragon is a masterpiece of engineering, for sure. Perfect for today's needs. But Starship? Well, Starship is a vessel designed for humanity's future out there among the planets. So while Starship is being prepped for the ultimate quest, what is SpaceX doing right now? They're running critical missions every single day. You got to think of it as the intense training arc right before the final battle for Mars. And their training is intense. I mean, they're a trusted partner for NASA, handling the super important job of getting astronauts to the space station. And at the same time, they're launching their own massive project, Starlink, a whole constellation of satellites that's trying to bring internet to the entire world. Every single launch gives them more data, more experience, and more practice for the missions to come.
And every one of these missions, every rocket landing, every satellite they deploy, all of it, every little piece, serves one single overarching purpose. It is all about powering up for the main event.
And that brings us right back here, to the heart of the quest. Everything we've talked about, the reusable rockets, the Dragon taxi, the giant Starship liner, it's all a step on the path toward this one super exciting goal, making humanity a multiplanetary species by helping us live on Mars.
So, as we wrap up, I'm going to leave you with this thought. Mars is the current ultimate goal. It's the final boss, for now. But in this grand cosmic adventure, it's really just the next planet.
So if we can actually conquer this challenge and build a city on another world, what new quests, what new final bosses are waiting for humanity out there among the stars?